morning, good morning. A most pleasant morning going out to all out there in TV land, radio land. We say good morning to one and all, and the people out there in Dano land as well. Good morning. We got a Dano right there in the house, you know. Want to mix with coffee that morning now, that with Dano milk. No make mistake with Dana and Dano, you know, Dano, D-A-N-O. Good morning, one and all. What's a beautiful morning? What a beautiful day. Today is Tuesday, folks. My name is Robert Checker Usher. It's a pleasure having you in tune to Universal Radio. And this is North Television Channel 10, also Sugar City Radio. We're simulcast live on Sugar City Radio. We're in the month of love, folks, and it's all about love. It's all about you all out there. And certainly, this morning we'll be having a very, very interesting show. Great today. So we will go right into Delvi to get our prayer this morning, and then after the prayer, then she will do her poem and we'll do the weather report, and then we will go on our break to make sure that we have enough time to do our presentation right here on the show today. But this is the Sugar City Morning Show. We're coming to you live from Orange Walk. That's right, folks, from Orange Walk, the sweet, sweet place they call Sugar City. It's sweet and nice, that's why they call it Sugar City. So as we're here with you today, we invite you to stay tuned. We'll be opening up the lines later on at 302-2170. That's right, folks. And
morning.
This morning, good morning. We have Delve on the line with us today. Good morning, Delve, all the way from San Pedro. Welcome to Orange Walk. Welcome to the show this morning, Delve.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Chucky. Good morning, everyone.
Yes, good morning to you.
How are you this morning?
I'm great. And thank to the good Lord that I'm great. And yourself, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing great as well. Thanks God for that. So far, so good.
Okay, we want to ask you to jump into our prayer, to lead us in prayer, then we do the poem.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Chucky. Okay. Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you once again, Lord, for blessing us to be a part of another day. Thank you for your protection, your guidance throughout the night, that we were safe from harm, that we woke up in your sanctuary. Lord, and as we go about this day, I pray that you shine your countenance upon each and every person who are making their way to school, to work. I pray that you keep shining your blessings upon each and every person in this station, upon each and every person who is listening, and upon their families. I pray that you renew our minds, that you fill us with your strength, and that you keep guiding us, that we may walk in your way, that we may live in your truth, and that we may be the persons that you've called us to be. For without you, we are nothing, Lord. But through you, in you, we can do all things through Christ who gives us strength. And as we go about this day, I pray your divine presence be upon our lives, that we may be living testimonies of your grace, and that we may shine a light, the light that Christ has placed in each of us, and that we may be blessed to be a blessing to those we meet. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, amen. Thank you so much, Delve. What a great prayer. So when it comes to the poem, what we're looking at today?
All right. Today, this one I have Teach Them Well.
Okay, go ahead.
Teach them well. Yes, so I just want to share this with you. Teach them well. Be good, we tell the children, and they can't find the parents home after school. Go to school and be smart, and at home they are called worthless fools. But children grow up to be adults, and then the tables are turned. They will teach what they know. They will share what they learn. Look in their little eyes and bless them. Remind them that they are loved. Even if they only eat beans and tortilla, teach them to give thanks to God above. Hold their little hands and guide them. Age 18 doesn't mean they're all grown. That is when they need you most, making their way on their own. Don't leave them when they have fallen. They will make mistakes, but they will learn to stand upright. Never give up on them. A bit of tough love never took out any of us in life's fight. Show them what you mean, and mean what you show. Train a child in the way that he should go. For when they are old, they will not depart from it. The Lord they will come to know. Teach the children well.
Very greatly said, Delve. Teach the children well. The children need the teaching and the guidance. Sometimes they don't really get the teaching well, but maybe in that point, it will spread out so that the persons that are not teaching the children well might get the message. Thank you so much. All
Yes.
right.
Yes, Mr. Chicken. Have
And
a great day.
all right, same to you, and thanks for all the cooperation all the time. All right.
Yes, Mr. Chicken.
Yes, and
Yeah.
folks, at this time we will be getting ready for your weather forecast today, coming in from the Belize Met Service. And you know, every morning it always gives me the pleasure to bring on the weather report with my great friend, brother, as he celebrated his birthday yesterday. RC1, good morning, RC.
Good morning, Robert Chekiosha.
How was the day?
Yesterday was fine. First of all, I want to thank God for today, and I want to say a big, big thank you, heartfelt thank you to all of you who sent the warm birthday wishes, and especially the lead note from one of our friend Morris. He said, "Negro, wherever you go, just keep smiling." So that was the one that hit me the most. No? So
Yeah.
I want to thank especially
Yeah.
Brother Morris.
Well, RC will be having a very busy day today because we have the 7 UDP candidates for the United Democratic Party that will be on the show this morning, and they will unveil their manifesto. So we'll ask you to go into the weather report for this morning. Then we will go on our break, and then we'll come back joining that team.
Okay, let me put on the other part of my vision.
You need 2 more, right? You got 2. You need 2 more.
The other part of my vision.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Okay, the general weather forecast for today, Tuesday, February 6, 2018, as of 6 a.m. The general situation indicates that generally fair and mostly dry conditions to continue to dominate our weather today. The 24-hour forecast, mostly sunny today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers will be generally isolated. The winds will be from the northeast at 5 to 59 knots. Sea states will be choppy to moderate. Temperatures in the coastal areas, 82 degrees Fahrenheit, 28 degrees Celsius, and in the inland areas, 88 degrees Fahrenheit and 31 degrees Celsius. In the hills, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 degrees Celsius. We're going to be having a pretty warm day today, okay,
Good.
as indicated.
Yep.
There are no advisories, alerts, watches, or warning, so don't worry about tsunami and that kind of thing. The outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night is for some cloudy spells with a few showers over most areas. Now a little look at the what we call the astronomical conditions. That's where the moon gravitate and shift, and you get your low tides and high tides. Your low tides today, today is Tuesday, right? It's
Tuesday.
8:26, a little typographical error here. Your highs will be at 2:20. Sunrise today at 6:23 a.m. and sunset at 5:50 p.m. One good thing about the weather, the Met Service, and giving about the moon. So the moon will rise at 11:48 p.m. and will go down at 10:59 a.m. I will say thanks to Angelia Guy from the Met Service for providing us with this weather report. So basically, the temperatures right now in Orange Walk is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. I will be having a warm day today. But although it doesn't say about rain, according to the indications, we may have a few widely scattered showers. That's here, there, a little bit, and whatnot.
All right. Well, thank you so much, RC1, and to everybody at the Belize Met Service that works there. We'd like to congratulate them for bringing this weather report to us 24 hours a day, every day.
That is right.
So on that note, RC will be taking our first break of the morning because we have the candidates coming up shortly, and they will be presenting the official.
Yes, they have a unique and wonderful manifesto to present to our public in Orange Walk, to our Sugar City community, and it has within the framework of the manifesto concept and ideas that they received while they were going house to house listening to the people, and that is how they took their notes down and said, look, if we are going to work, we are employees and servants of the people, we need to work and give the people what they want, and we're going to use our expertise to ensure that we work hand in hand with central government to achieve these goals.
All right, so let's go on our first break of the morning, and we'll be right back with our guests right here, myself and RC1, right here on the Sugar City Morning Show. Buster.
They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can whip its cream, for Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Tangriga, down south in PG, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can hear this stuff, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
The Philip Goulton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goulton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
am Philip de la Fuente, son of Audrey and Joe de la Fuente. I have 5 siblings, Joey, Giovanni, Orlando, Andre, and Selena. My heart belongs to my lovely, intelligent, and hardworking wife, Ruth, with whom I have 4 beautiful children. I currently hold a certificate of chemist and druggist from the University College of Belize. Orange Walk Town is my second love, and I have lived all my life feeling proud of my town and its people. In 2006, I served as the town's deputy mayor, and in 2009, I was elected mayor of Orange Walk Town, a job I carried out with dedication and passion until 2012. My achievements are a matter of public record. I own a successful pharmacy and dedicate a lot of my spare time to my farm and my motorcycling hobby. I bring a wealth of experience to the table and a passion for my town and people second to none. Under my watch and with the assistance of central government, we will see development and progress like never before. So, on March 7th, let us go to the polls and vote UDP all the way.
We voted for Philip, we voted for Jesha, we voted for Jose, we voted for Derek, we voted for Armando, we voted for Yara, we voted for Evan, or to the B7. Orange Walk, change for progress, change is coming.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
My name is Armando Adolfo Oser, better known as Chile. I was born here in Orange Walk Town. I am the 6th of 8 children from the union of Herman and Delfina Rosita Oser. My dad, who was known to everyone as Chile, worked at the Public Works Department for many years. I am proud to be one of the first graduating class of Technical High, after which I was employed at BL for 10 years. I am currently employed at Belcogen, where I have been for the past 10 years. I am married and have 3 lovely children. They are the most important thing in my life, and my fondest memories are those of my children growing up. I am active in my community. Therefore, I have decided to serve this town as a UDP councillor. I had a happy, normal, and exciting and adventurous childhood. You see, I believe that our children and their children can also enjoy an Orange Walk like the one I grew up in. This UDP team can make Orange Walk better for everyone. So on March 7th, come out and place your X on the red. Vote UDP 7.
We voted for Philip, we voted for Jesha, we voted for Jose, we voted for Derek, we voted for Armando, we voted for Yara, we voted for Evan, or to the B7. Orange Walk, change for progress, change is coming. Bring the grandpa, bring the sister, bring the brother.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Get serious. Get bopped.
We will build a better and more beautiful Orange Walk town.
A better Orange Walk for our children and our children's children.
An Orange Walk, where our residents can enjoy good and clean streets, drains, and parks.
An Orange Walk where tourism will complement our sugar industry.
An Orange Walk that will provide more job opportunities for its residents.
A developed Orange Walk that will be the pride of all Northenians.
For real development and the Orange Walk we all wish to see, your UDP 7 is here to make that change for progress.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel very excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the town because we have a lot of the youths there where they come out and want to play ball the same way. And this just put up on another level.
A lot of youths can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG, in a whole.
I have to thank the government of Belize because then they look out for PG,
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Hey, Jenna, remind me to buy credit when we leave here.
Again? Jeez.
I need to buy data.
You really should just sign up for the data basic plans from Digicel. It's perfect for data lovers like you.
What's that? Because I don't want to change my number.
Keep your number. All you're doing is just paying once a month for data allowance. That way you get way more data than buying day to day, and you pay less than what you're always spending on clothes. Just select a plan that suits your budget. They're as low as $24.99.
Are you serious?
Yes, there are even larger plans that families can share the data.
I like the sound of that. You can look now.
Digicel prepaid customers, come into any Digicel office and ask about a data basic plan that is right for you.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. We're here this morning, folks. We have a very crowded house today, and the candidates for the United Democratic Party for this municipal election are here with us today, and I'll go over to the campaign manager, national campaign manager for the party, RC1, right here this morning to do the introduction of the candidates today. RC1.
Thank you very much, Chucky, and good morning, Orange Walk, Sugar City. Good morning, Belize. Good morning to everyone who is viewing us on Artivision Channel 10 and on Universal Radio and Sugar City Radio. This morning, we are here at Artivision to do an official launching of the UDP's manifesto, in particular for the Orange Walk municipality. Improving lives, that is the theme for the municipality campaign, improving lives, and we all know that it is very pertinent and important that we all work together for the improvement of lives for all Orange Walkenians. So this morning we are going to be introducing to you once again the candidates, and then they will be teaming up and going through the manifesto to explain to you, to read to you what the mission is for Orange Walk, what the statement is for Orange Walk, what the development is for Orange Walk. And let me just remind you and indicate very strongly and keenly that this manifesto was put together by the candidates going house to house to visit you, to listen to your concerns, to listen to your advice, to listen to your direction, because this UDP team representing the United Democratic Party here in Orange Walk is committed to work for, serve for, and be part of the people of Orange Walk. So our dear friends of Orange Walk, we have with us today our mayoral candidate, Philip De La Fuente. Let's give a big round of applause. Yes. We have Ms. Ajesha Cantun, Jose Antonio Cocom, Derek Sambula, Yara Cal Vieda, Armando Chile Usher, and Evan Williams, our UDP 7 team. And now what we're going to do next is that Philip De La Fuente, who is our mayoral candidate, will be reading to you the introduction, after which time we will be taking a break and be coming right back with Philip and his team to discuss the manifesto for you. So we want to present now Philip, our future mayor of Orange Walk.
Yes, good morning, TV viewers. And guys, thank you for having us in the studio once again. Yeah, it is with a profound sense of gratitude that I greet you on behalf of the UDP 7. Our team extends a hearty thank you for the warm reception you've given us as we visited you in your neighborhoods, schools, and homes. Be assured that we have heard your call for change and we are ready to deliver. It is that call that has inspired me to once again take up the mantle to deliver the kind of quality service that Orange Walk truly needs. Orange Walk is home to a proud and resourceful people. We embrace entrepreneurship and hard work in a community rich with vibrant industries that help to fuel our households, our town, and our entire nation. In this environment, we need the kind of leadership that will encourage, support, and boost our industrious drive, civic pride, and community spirit. This is the kind of leadership that I offer. It is now time to take the development of Orange Walk Town to new heights. In collaboration with our central government, the UDP 7 will fulfill its mandate to transform the physical infrastructure of our town, place new emphasis on the socio-economic prosperity and the safety of our community. We invite you to be a part of this dynamic collaboration by coming out on March 7th and casting your vote for the UDP team. With your support, together we can transform Orange Walk to the hometown we have always dreamed of.
Thank you, Philip. And at this time, folks, as you can see, the seven candidates that was on the screen a while ago. If we can get back that shot again, yeah, we can see the 7 candidates, and I'll ask RC1 to go over their names and ask them to do a little waving when RC1 call their name. Then we'll go on a break.
Okay, once again we'll start with the leader of this dynamic winning team, the working team for Sugar City. We present to you once again Philip De La Fuente. Big round of applause. Let's go. Let's energize. Ajesha Cantun, Jose Antonio Cocom, Derek Sambula, Yara Vieda, Armando Chile Usher, and Evan Williams. Our UDP slate presented to you to Sugar City. And now we are going to take a very short break and we'll be right back. And when we return, we will be discussing with the mayoral candidate and his team all the directions that is in the manifesto, which will be presented to you, the citizens of Orange Walk. Check it.
That's right, folks. We go on a short break and we'll be right back right here on the Sugar City Morning Show.
Every day when my daddy gets up to go to work, he says this is for me to have a better life. But I say, Daddy, we have a better life. Mommy don't have to leave home to wash my clothes anymore. We don't have to go all the way to a pump and back home to wash every bucket. No, Mommy just have to turn on the pipe and wash up and make we bathe as long as we want. Even the school teacher make we wash we hand the pipe instead of a nasty bucket like before. See Daddy, life is better with water than life.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
I am Jose Antonio Cocom, son of Jose Cocom and Maria Michelle Trejo. The eldest of 3 brothers, my childhood was greatly influenced by my grandparents, Mr. Cecilio Trejo, better known by his brothers at BSI as Pulga, and Miss Maria Trejo. I can clearly recall standing in my front yard, waiting for that big green BSI bus to pull up at my childhood home on number 5 Punta Gorda Street, in the heart of Uniontown. Taking the rounds with my grandfather was indeed one of the highlights of my childhood. The time spent with him instilled in me the satisfaction and reward of hard work, as he was well known to be a man of the soil, and in short, I understood that if you don't plant, you can't harvest. Indeed, a lesson in life. I currently hold an associate's degree in biology and chemistry, which enabled me to become a proud third-generation employee as a process technician at ASR BSI, where I have been employed for the past 6 years. The driving force behind my decision to become a town councillor has been influenced by an essential need that I have realized has been lacking in our community. There is a high demand for capacity building and skills development training amongst our youths wishing to enter the workforce. Ever in a productive mindset, I'm constantly monitoring the essential industries that have yet to be fully developed and utilized here in our municipality. The need for coordination and development of the Orange Walk Town tourism product for both local and international tourists is long overdue. I intend to apply my skills and experience in quality systems management to assist the industry to become as competitive as any other location in our country. With the strength, skills, and unity this team has under the guidance of a proven, dedicated, and hard-working leader, we will transform Orange Walk Town into the modern municipality of the future, one citizen at a time. On March 7th, go out to the polls and place your X on the red. Vote UDP 7.
We voted for Philip, we voted for Jasia, we voted for Jose, we voted for Derek, we voted for Armando, we voted for Yara, we voted for Evan, or to the P7. Orange Walk, change for progress, change is coming.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, down the milk.
then of Dano milk. You can repeat scream for Dano milk, it is real, yes, Dano milk. Then of Dano milk, all over Cayo and in San Pedro. Dano milk, then of Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then of Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in PG, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world, Dano.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the washers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Welcome back to Sugar City Morning Show. After that warm introduction by RC1, I'm happy to bring back the groups, and we'll be discussing some of the important things that these campaigners, these people that are vying for the position at the municipal town council or town council, we'll be discussing issues like employment, tourism, and some very creative ideas that these people have brought up. This morning we have Evan Williams. Evan, thank you. And also our mayor, Ms. Yara Kyle. Welcome.
Morning, everybody.
Yes, my first question goes to Evan. Evan, you are the computer savvy guy. You are the friend for all. That's what we've coined you. And the most important thing here, Evan, is we're talking about tourism. Talk to us in this socio-economic development plan that you have. Tell us more about this tourism business and all that you think should come within this portfolio.
Well, first of all, good morning, guys. From Corozal to PG, friends and family. We're going to touch the topic on the socio-economic development. And these are things that we're thinking about job employments, cash flow. Get Orange Rock up and going. One of the things was to work diligently with stakeholders of tourism industry to develop and promote Orange Rock Town as a tourist destination. Now we know that the tourists come from Belize, they stop right at the bridge, they go to Lamanai, come back and hit back Belize, None of them come in Orange Rock, none of them, like give the businesses, Ali Han and what's not. The other one was increased tourism, jobs, and economic activity in our town by restoring our ancient monuments, river, and town tours. Now that is when we come in, so the tourists can come and maybe have a little, a little walk or a little tour. Stop the places with the they could have certainly souvenirs, what's not, the Maya sites, the ruins, the historic events in Orange Walk town.
Okay. We have quite a few areas that we can promote as a tourist destination, but one of the main things we have noticed is that there is almost no leadership in that direction.
Okay.
We have nobody taking the bull by the horn. I like to use bull because I got
you're a cattleman, right? But the thing is this, absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
We need somebody to guide or to lead.
And of course we could link with like the BTB, the BTIA, niche.
They already have
hand in hand.
They already have the big plans already, but then they're not implementing.
Okay.
We have had various meetings taking place in Orange Walk with the different stakeholders in the tourism industry, but then that's all that happened, the meeting, and then there's no follow-up to say, look at, well, we need to, we may discuss this small project that would boost the economy here, but then after that meeting, it just
we have to write it in a stone, like when they say,
it just got dormant again,
Okay, well, that's one, and I'm very happy to hear that, yes, tourism, Orange Walk will be promoted as a tourist destination.
It's a necessity.
But there's the other issue also, market. The market has something that, I know that you had promoted this very big when you were at the town council. But let's ask Ms. Yara. Yara, tell us about the market. There are a lot of things that, creates employment, creates, spinning around of money, it's income generating, and has a lot of employment. Talk to us about the market and also this database for opportunities for our people in Orange Walk, employment opportunities.
All right, good morning to everybody, and one and all a heartfelt good morning from us to you. Well, the market is an income generator for the town council and for individual people there. The state of the market is at this moment, there's no structure, none whatsoever. There's everything everywhere. And what we plan to do is to create a plan and add structure to it. We want to compartmentalize what section goes. In the market right now, you have meat products, you have, clothing, you have vegetables, which is okay. We have a variety of stuff, and that's wonderful. But we need to set something in place that is going to, when you go to the market and you want vegetables, you know where you're going to go. If you want meat, you know where you want to go. And if you want just to have a breakfast, lunch, well, there's going to be an area for that too. We have to make it more, organized, definitely more organized. And in organizing it, produce more space for future vendors to go there. And in reality socioeconomic, we're trying to build people's lives, and providing some means of income for them is what we're here for, right? Now the database.
Yes.
So many times you hear people walking around, going from business to business, you need somebody to work, I'm available, asking friends, posting on Facebook also, and in need of a job, this and that. So why not assisted by having a database where they can come, give us their qualifications, give us, what are their skills and qualities, and make us be the ones out there searching for you, so we can match you with the job that is convenient to your skills and your qualities. And I think that that's going to be a much better way of finding a job for different people.
Yeah, it'll ease the burden of running around and getting frustrated.
Absolutely.
Yes. And getting back to the market, right now there is a market extension project that is just about finished. That project is being accomplished through the assistance of the SIP, the Social Investment Fund. So we should have more space for market vendors out there to get more organized. We have the other area that is by the Baja, the water tank. I think the water tank's still
Yes,
there.
yes.
They don't knock
No,
it
no,
down.
they knock it down already. Yes.
Okay, but yeah, we have that entire area there that we could organize again. You know, organize and have people set up their businesses, or maybe we could do the setting up of the businesses and then the people, they just rent it from us. You know, but it's something that we want to assist people in some way for them to make their own money. You know, we're going to make it a little bit easier for them.
Right, well, there's another issue that attracts my eyes. This Fiestarama and this Northern Agriculture Show. Talk to us about that, Yara. Tell us about that. These are ideas that is coming from you guys.
Go ahead.
Well, basically, we want to extend the Fiestarama to a 4-weekend festival to include different themed events each weekend, including a Northern Agriculture Show, a Rum Fest, and Battle of the Bands competition. So basically, Fiestarama is 1 weekend right now, right?
Yes.
I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And many a times people can't make it for some reason or the other. And we all know that Fiestarama is a huge investment and income for our town council. And, you know, to provide for the many people from town and outside that want to attend it, well, we're going, or our plan is to extend it to a 4-weekend Fiestarama. Each weekend is going to have a theme. So on 1 weekend, we can look at the normal Fiestarama, you know, the rides and everything else. But on other weekends, we're also going to have the Rum Fest, which we have wonderful rum producers in Orange Walk Town, and we're proud of them, you know. Then we can also have what we call here the Battle of the Bands. We know that that is grand. We, you know, every high school probably has a band. So we're going to work with them. And of course, an agriculture show, I mean, if you look at the agriculture show in Belmopan, it's a hit.
Yeah.
People from Orange Walk drive hours to go there, and why not bring it here with us?
We have, I am a member of the True Value Cattlemen's Association, and we have been thinking about the same idea that we have the National Agriculture and Trade Show in Belmopan, and that's once a year. We could bring the same idea to Orange Walk, so that we have more movement, more money circulating, more action, more activities, you know, so people could come out and enjoy themselves also. And it's a good way that people could promote their agricultural products also, because Orange Walk is, we could say, primarily an agricultural based community.
It is.
So we need to promote their products.
And we could join the Tacos Fest.
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
all this
Tacos
is
Fest.
organizing it and, you know, talking with the different organizations out there.
Different entrepreneurs who come and show their product if they have.
Exactly,
You know.
working along with the community. We won't be, we will probably spearhead the projects, but we won't be doing all the work. You know, we have to work along with the different organizations.
Thus creating employment.
Well, there's a lot of things happening, but finally, Evan, tell us about those kiosks for commuters on the bus routes in Orange Walk Town.
Constructing vending kiosk at established bus stop along the bus route in town for the convenience of commuters. Now, well, we've heard a lot of issues of bus stopping all over the place. You know, Sun One. We're thinking of making proper bus stops, but at those bus stops you could have vendors. You know, people selling deli, you know, the grocery and the snacks and what's not. So make it safer, because once you know you have a dedicated bus area, you know you have your parking safely, people who come out, come in, what's not, and then the flow of traffic is still there. You know, you're not creating
it really creates chaos when you have the bus, they stop every minute.
Yes.
Every corner, every junction, the bus they stop.
Yeah.
It disrupts the flow of the traffic, and it really frustrating.
So
you know? We have designated bus.
Yeah.
Those places.
Kiosks for the kiosks.
Well, guys, I tell you what, there are a lot of things that you guys are going to accomplish in your time. But, like, you know, time is of essence. I guess we need to move on to our next guest, could also have other areas of development and other ideas that they picked up on the campaign trail, you know, to bring forth to you guys. Yes, all these things come from the manifesto the UDP is putting out today to all Orangewakeños, knowing that the think tanks and all the ideas that you guys have given to the campaigners and these to be councillors are being matched and will be brought to you all packaged into action. Come March 7th, I am sure that your ex will be right there on the ballot for the UDP 7 with Philip de la Fuente, and these ideas will be flourishing in the days to come. With this, guys, we'll take a short commercial break and we'll be right back, and we'll be also talking to the sports and lifestyle agenda of this town council.
Freshly extracted local honey, perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize. This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation. Freshly extracted.
My name is Ajesha Canton, and I am the daughter of Blanca Duran and Eulalio Canton. I have lived most of my life with my grandparents, Mr. Egidio Duran and Miss Armenia Duran, here in Orange Walk on Stadium Street. Orange Walk is my hometown. It is where I have studied, made friends, and memories to last me a lifetime. I recently graduated from Muffles Junior College with an associate's degree in psychology and sociology. I am currently furthering my education in psychology, as my goal is to become a clinical psychologist to serve my people here in Orange Walk Town. As a young person, I can relate to the needs and wants of the young people of this town. I bring a lot of energy and fresh ideas to the table. My ambition at this moment is to serve this town as a councillor and make it a better place for us all. So on March 7th, go out to the polls and place your X where it matters. Vote UDP 7.
We're gonna win, we're gonna win, we're gonna win. UDP 7. We voted for Philip. We voted for Ajesha. We voted for Jose. We voted for Derek. We voted for Armando. We voted for Yara. We voted for Evan. Vote UDP 7. On which one? Change for progress.
The United States have been calling out the government on issues of drug trafficking in this country, and that we are turning a blind eye.
Is that the same blind eye you, your family, and the PUP turned when this man, Joe Briseño, your father, used his high office to traffic drugs into the U.S., where he was arrested and imprisoned? Maybe it is that the Trump administration has found those old files from 1985 and has decided to punish Belize. They are PUP, no good.
Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips.
Hi, I am Yara Calvieda, a proud daughter of the Sugar City soil. Here, I grew up loved and well-disciplined by my beloved parents, Ismael Maito Cal and Miriam Cal. I was blessed with an older brother, Ismael Cal Jr., who also ran for the post of councillor for the UDP, and a younger sister, Miriam Yasmin Cal, who is a successful entrepreneur. I have recently completed my studies at the University of Belize, thus earning a bachelor degree in English education. I am mother to 2 wonderful and amazing children. Becoming a single mother wasn't by chance, it was a decision. I am presently an English and literature teacher at Orange Walk Technical High School. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. We make our own destiny, and as such, I am humbly asking for your support on March 7th. Let's all go cast our ballots voting for the UDP team. Vote UDP all the way.
We voted for Philip, we voted for Jesha, we voted for Jose, we voted for Derek, we voted for Armando, we voted for Yara, we voted for Evan, for UDP 7. Orange Walk, change for progress.
Welcome back to Sugar City Morning Show. It's a beautiful morning this morning, and we are happy to be introducing the ideas and the manifesto of the United Democratic Party municipal election for the UDP. Today, right now, we have two other councillors, and we will be discussing traffic and public safety. You know, Orange Walk is a town that is growing. You know that all of us have good vehicles, but the safety of our children is very important. The safety of our citizens is very important. And this group has it at heart. They have heard your pleas, they've taken it into themselves, and they have built something into this manifesto to bring forth safety in Orange Walk Town when it comes to traffic. You know, a lot of times we have congestion and around, but there are certain things that need to be put in place that have been neglected, that has not happened. So, Mr. Armando, let's discuss this construction of the sidewalk from George Price Boulevard to New Hope High School. Tell us about that, how that's coming around, and we'll also be discussing the partnering with the police to bring forth also safety within the town.
Right, Doc. I think that was just a part, no? But
well, whichever one.
She can go ahead.
All right. Well, the construction of the sidewalk and pedestrian ramps will be done on the George Price Boulevard all the way up to New Hope High School. So that will be passing along as well at Orange Walk Technical High School. This is to ensure the safety of all the students that have to walk to school every day. The team had thought about this because multiple people have complained or stated their concern for this, because children who walk, or the youths that walk from Orange Walk Technical and New Hope to town, don't have a proper sidewalk to walk on. They're usually like on the streets, and that's not safe at all for anybody, not the person driving, not for the students, nobody. So we decided that we want to make a sidewalk and also some pedestrian ramps along the way, because you know the crossing of the street, especially for the students from San Fran, some people who live across the street, you know, they need to cross, and some children just run across the street and they need something to mark where they're able and safe to cross these streets.
Just before classes would call in, and after classes finish, that area is congested with all the students. You have students from Technical High School, you have New Hope High School, and then you have the San Francisco School. Apart from that, you have the community that lives in that area.
Yeah.
And so the Stadium Street becomes really, really, really congested.
Especially,
you know,
like around 3:30,
and,
that's the time that
we just figured that it's something nice that could be done there for the safety of all.
Yeah.
Very well. You know? Talk to us about the partnering with the police department when it comes to these safety procedures that you guys plan to enact within the town. Mr. Armando, or is that?
No, yes, that partner with the police department with the traffic is something that we hadn't planned. We haven't planned anyway, but it is something that we will need to sit down and discuss also with the Mr. Aragon as the Minister of Police, no? But we want to look at the safety of also the, like mentioned before, the entire community for Joa. It's not only by the schools, but all around in town.
All our neighborhoods.
Yeah. There are some areas that we know that we need to concentrate in a lot and work with the police them.
Yeah. We have what police department in Orange Walk, but they have a lot of work to do. The police department has a lot of work to do. So to assist our community, we will be looking into ways that we could create like the citizens, municipal security, or different group, citizens on patrol or something like that, and work along with the community.
Work
so
hand
that,
in hand with the,
so that
the police
if
department.
we have small issues that we would like to address, we don't have to wait for the police department to come and settle the small issues for us. We have our own municipal security that will be able to take care of us, take care of our community.
And that by doing this, that you must realize that what we're doing is we're creating employment. We're creating employment, and something that we look forward for doing, and we have a safer job by doing this. Then, because sometimes the police they're tied up. They not only work in the community, but they're responsible for the entire district of Orange Walk. And sometimes they're in San Esteban or San Lazaro. If then there's a problem in Orange Walk, then it's very difficult for them to attend to it. But having this municipal security, whatever we have, then it will create faster, safer.
And that again is working with our community. We have 3 main projects along that line. One is the community police or the municipal police or security, whatever name we will be using. We have another branch that we would like to assist our government also is with the public health. We would like to have officers of the public health department work for the municipality. We have a lot of restaurants around, and then we have noticed that the 1 or 2 officers that come out of the hospital compound for the public health is not enough to service the community.
They need help.
So we will be working along with them to fully give the service that the Orange Walk people deserve.
Very well. And I would like to mention at this point that the UDP Town Council championed the issue of street lights. But today, you go through Orange Walk, some of those lights are not functioning. It's not the pride of Orange Walk, seeing some of them that are burnt out, some lights are not coming on, others are not working, and these things. You guys have a plan on that, because you guys initiated this in Orange Walk.
A simple little thing that is so impactful is simply painting the pedestrian ramps.
Yes.
I don't believe I have seen for the past 6 years any of those pedestrian ramps being painted, because the vehicles and everybody, they use the ramp, the paint fades. It needs maintenance. So a nice paint job really spruce up the area. You make people say, why, that's nice. And the visual is there.
Yes.
The drivers, they see that what pedestrian ramp today, and they have respect for the pedestrians there. Then,
well, I tell you what. We have a call. Let's take this call. See what? I think it's here. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. We lost it. Anyway, but continuing with this traffic light, you guys have a plan on this. Maybe Ajesha, you can mention us a little bit on that. Not only maintaining it.
Yeah. Well, in our manifesto, we have that we want to refurbish all the traffic lights. Some of them are, getting a little old, deteriorating. So we want to refurbish some of our traffic lights, some of our signs as well. Some of our signs that need to be refurbished, and some signs that need to be put up in certain places, Some signs have fallen and no one bothers to pick it up. Some signs, the paint is fading and you can't really tell what the sign is. Some signs have been damaged. They have been written on or scratched, or So those are things that we want to do, as well as refurbish some pedestrian crossings, like Mr. Philip has said. Paint them, add some signs, try to make the town more aware.
And maybe what we have been discussing too, is Orange Walk is growing.
It is.
It's growing tremendously. And again, talking with our traffic department downstairs and with the National Traffic Department, we could see if there is the possibility of us putting up some new traffic lights.
Okay.
Because we have some specific areas that would definitely appreciate the new lights.
Let's take this call. Good morning, caller. Sugar City Morning Show.
Yes. Yes, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Novello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Philip.
Good morning.
Agisha.
Morning.
And my good friend Mandy.
Good morning, sir.
I just managed to put on the TV when I look. Just before you, there were other councillors there. I think you are shifting a little. One goes and then the others. Anyway, let me tell you that the three of you candidates up there, you are really looking very good. I have been having good comments about the team. I speak to a lot of people on the street, and I'm getting good comments. People are saying that all of you have excellent talents that could really benefit the community. Personally, I am proud of the team. I have confidence in Mr. Felipe de la Fuente. And I have confidence in him because his record shows that he is the most honest and hard-working mayor of Orange Rock Town that we have ever seen. Mr. Felipe de la Fuente in his time did great work. He was honest. Nobody could accuse him of stealing or doing anything wrong. Mr. Philip de la Fuente, marvelous mayor. I'm glad that you are back, and I'm sure that you will be the mayor of this town.
Thank you.
As for the councillors, man, I've looked at the first two that were there, and now I'm looking at another two that's four. As for you, the councillors, I've gotten to know you all. I can say that you really represent a fresh breath of air for this community. It's new people who we didn't even think they would ever get involved in running as councillors, because they would say, oh, they are politicians, they get involved with politics. I don't look at it that way. I look at it as though you have come in because you want to serve your community. You want to do good things. And when I look at you all, you're all intelligent. You're all decent Belizeans. And I'm proud that you have offered yourselves to serve this community. And I am glad you have done that, and I'm sure that you have done that because you want to do better things for this community. I can see you, man. As I said, you're a fresh breath of air. You make me feel good when I see you. You are not people who, they look for hustle and do things just because you want to hustle and find how you can get money or get things. You are, I get that sense that you are doing it because you believe in your community. You believe that there is a lot of work that you can do and that you can contribute to make this community a better community. Man, I'm glad about you all. I want to thank you for accepting to participate and to run for the town council. You will do great. And I'm sure that the people out there are looking at you. And a lot of people are saying, new people, but they're young people serious. I'm sure they want to work for this community. So I want to thank you. Keep on the good job. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Carl.
Thank you very much. Yeah, just like I would like to stress a little bit more on what the caller just said, I would like to also big up my councillors. It's not easy. It's not easy at all to make up your mind for run for office.
To put your name on the ballot.
Yeah, because some people figure say that just because you run for office, they could tell you anything and they could tell you anything come to their mind, But it takes courage. It takes courage and commitment. It takes courage and commitment on their behalf to offer themselves as leaders in the community, you know. So big up guys, big up my councillors. Even from the other team also, I would like to big them up because, like I say, it's not easy to put your name down on the ballot, you know. But it's a challenge that I think we are all up to, you know. So
it's not only easy, but I tell you what, the work ahead also is not easy, but it's challenging.
The challenge.
But you guys have all the know-how, the youth, the dedication, and the spirit to bring forth development or enjoy.
Let me stress a little bit, just on the short one, on this refurbishing of lights that we mentioned before. There is something that we discussed as a team about Orange Walk not having enough stop signs, enough park signs, and that stuff. And also streets. We need to name the streets. When people come from outside and they're looking for a street, they can't find it because they don't have any names on the streets.
Yes, very
right?
important.
And then can you have stop signs? They don't know where to stop. And there's many times there are accidents. And this is one thing that I've seen that has been neglected in Orange Walk by a lot.
Yeah.
So we need to put these stop signs, no entry signs, you know. You know what they're doing right now? They put a no entry sign by St. Peter's, about 2-3 weeks ago. And they go behind St. Peter's and they dodge the people. Because they don't know when they go around, they give you a ticket. You need to first educate the people and telling them about the changes you're having in your community.
Yeah.
It's not only about implementing and then giving tickets.
It's a money-making scheme for them right now.
Right?
They put up a no entry sign and then they go hide behind a vehicle and wait till you turn in and no entry and bam, bam, bam,
yes.
they write out
a
ticket.
The first time it's on Facebook.
We will stop that kind of work.
Okay. Yeah.
If we will put up a no entry sign, we will be advising people for about a month
before. Let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Adisha.
Good morning, Ms. D.
I want to take point on the traffic signs. Last month I get a ticket of no entry. I ban and grew the Orange Walk and I never know that that street from by St. Peter's.
That's what we're just discussing.
From St. Peter's to Mahito.
Yes.
You cannot go that way anymore. You have to come from Mahito to St. Peter's because that is a one-way street. And these guys have a stop sign opposite. And when they stop me, I say, I know commit no violation. The boy say, yes, I commit a violation and slap it with $50 ticket. He said, you don't know that this street is one way 5 months? It is on the media, it is on the newspaper. I tell them, I don't have time to go on no media. I don't have time to read no newspaper. I am campaigning 24/7. And he say, well, I don't care, you get a $50 ticket and you have, I tell him, well, just give me a ticket and not read me nothing. And I get my ticket. All my life, I live in Orange Walk. I don't know. And why will they put the street one way when during normal school time, that street is already one way? You understand? And then you want to block the street here now, and you have to go all the way around. That's a nonsense, man. You understand?
Yeah.
They are changing street left, right, and center, and then they consult with the people outside. You need to consult, have a meeting, and tell people them, you know what? Not everybody read newspapers.
Education and information.
Get the people them.
But this happens because we have one person making the decision, and it's only the mayor. The rest of the councillors, then they work at the city.
You're right.
They're never here.
Okay then.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
My team, the right here for Orange Walk. We work here, all we live here, all we will work for you.
Good.
So,
and we are asking you for your support, March 7th.
Yes, that one more thing that touching on the pedestrian crossing, right? Where this utilized is, we need to implement a pedestrian crossing. But I know we won't be able to make the little bumps then. But what we can do is mark them, so people whenever they're crossing, they have this safety that, you know what,
Yeah.
And this is my legality to cross on this pedestrian crossing, so this is where they walk across on this side. So just some things that we need to implement that we're working on as a team, huh?
Yes, and viewers, this is just the beginning. The ideas are plenty, are a lot, and many things are there to happen within our town that this new generation of councillors will bring forth to you guys. So March 7th, get up early, let's go 7 UDP down the line.
Yeah.
So we'll take a commercial break after these. We need to take in some messages, and we'll be right back. But before that, let's take this call. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Francis.
Good morning, good morning.
I just want to know if we really need one bump on Santa Familia Street. That's our Pasadita side.
Yeah.
Because some of the drivers there, they don't realize this is a residential area.
It is.
And they take the street like one highway.
Okay, ma'am.
Especially when the highway block, that the street they use. And the speed, they don't realize a lot of children on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have noticed that, yes. We have noticed that. We have been around and we have noticed that.
We have campaigned Santa Familia Street and we noticed.
We notice the speed where some of the drivers then travel on that street, they would really.
Yep.
Yeah. But again, thank you for calling. Thank you for informing us.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And then again, it goes back to working with our municipal transport department.
Yep.
These guys should be out there seeing how they could improve the traffic safety.
Well, I tell you what, as it is,
I think, say, we're not getting that feedback from them to the municipality.
I just want to tell the caller that called, in our manifesto, Santa Familia Street is one of the streets that we want to pave, and we also want to put some pedestrian ramps on that street, right? But these are things that we can only do if you guys put your vote of confidence, you put your X right on us for the 7 of us. These things can be possible and can be done for you, our people of Orange Walk. Once you put that trust in us on March 7th and put that X right beside our names, this can be done for you, for our people of Orange Walk.
and on that note, we'll go for a commercial break and we'll be right back after these messages.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175. or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico. We will build a better and more beautiful Orange Walk town.
A better Orange Walk for our children and our children's children.
An Orange Walk, where our residents can enjoy good and clean streets, drains, and parks. An Orange Walk
where tourism will complement our sugar industry.
And Orange Walk that will provide more job opportunities for its residents.
A developed Orange Walk that will be the pride of all Norteños.
For real development and the Orange Walk we all wish to see, your UDP 7 is here to make that change for progress.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. We are launching the UDP manifesto. The working team is here. We're having them by groups. But, you know, there's so many ideas, so many things that there is to be done for our town that, you know, we're discussing it by segments. Right now we have the sports and lifestyle segment, our social development master plan. There is one. These guys have made one. Because you gave them the ideas, you told them the needs that you have, and also we'll be discussing the sports area of Orange Walk. But let me just highlight one little instance here, sports. I have sports at the bottom of my heart. And we have one of the greatest sportsmen, somebody that has organized sports, has been also a referee in Orange Walk Town. To who else give us the better idea that they have in these plans? Mr. Derek Sambula.
Good morning.
You are a guy known to everybody. I know every sportsman from the highest to the lowest has heard about you, has seen you working at the People's Stadium. Your heart is there. Tell us about this master plan.
Well, this master plan, which was organized by Philip and the team, which I am a part of, and you know, it's a good one. A lot of time went into this, and part of it, as I go down on this manifesto right now, is to organize and finance summer camp in Sugar City to promote healthy living and character building in our youths, which is very important. So which means you want to get the youths off of the street and get them into something that is positive.
Good. Right?
We have a lot of, man, we have a lot of youths here in Orange Walk, and again, it boils down to the type of leadership. Yes.
Oh yes.
The type of leadership. If you have a leader that is not interested in their community, is not interested in the young people, is not interested in doing anything for the town, this is what we will get. So we need, let me rephrase. On the 7th of March, vote UDP 7 down the line. You will get leadership that Orange Walk deserves. Leadership that will work for you. Leadership that will look into the best ways that we could assist you, assist the community to better themselves. You know, the youths are a very big section of the population. And if you don't have anybody guiding or leading them in the right direction, you know, or leading them away from the wrong decisions, they will take, some of them will take the wrong decisions. But we have sportsmen. We have sports, we have all the different types of sports that we could go into that different people would like. You have some people like swimming. You know, we have a nice river.
That's right.
We could probably utilize the river for something good. Maybe some canoe race.
That'd come down.
Yep.
You know, or maybe wali triathlon.
Yep.
You know, you run some, you bike some, and you swim some. You know, they got different things where you could do for the community, for big up the youths. You know, we have a lot of football areas in our district.
And then
you know,
that is one of the most important things, because there's a vacuum there. All other municipalities except Corozal and Renjuak do not have a semi-professional team on the league, and you know, this is something that youths look up to, and some maybe
I have been talking with some people, and I have to say that both UDPs and PUPs will like the idea that the municipality will now take the leadership role in organizing the sports. You know, we have a lot of talent in football.
Right.
So we need to get people that are interested in football to organize. So maybe we could bring back the championship to Orange Walk again, you know.
Yeah. Let's take this call. Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Yes, good morning. This is for Brother Sam.
Yes.
I wanted to do a little research on the PUP manifesto of 3 years ago, when Jack Shepherd and Promise were big on 5-a-side field
at the park, at the
by
plaza.
the Independence Plaza.
I was coming to that, yeah.
Close to Banquitas.
Yes, that is true.
That's a broken promise.
Right.
Nothing will happen.
That
That's going to happen if Kevin would have just said, we need you, Mr. Barrow. But nothing happened. Just check the manifesto for the PUP.
Yeah, those are broken promises. And
that was on record, and I got that right down in a Millie Red book, because I was here at the time when the mayor said that this was supposed to happen at what we call the UDP Park, the Independence Plaza. The man mentioned, like, they said, look, but you know, when you're desperate for when you're something or say that kind of thing, our manifesto, direct to the point, and what the in here,
Practical.
Practical.
Things we could get
This
done.
when he talked about the futsal stadium at the Park Plaza, he even mentioned, I have already allocated the funds for that stadium, which was $385,000.
Another broken promise.
That Carla right on hit right on the head there, but another broken promise that never happened. So where the money there?
And that just goes to show that Orange Volcanoes are informed, and they are independent thinkers.
That's right.
And they are well educated and know the needs that they need for their town. And with this leader that we have, guaranteed the practical ideas, the plans that we have will be accomplished, because we know we need the central government to accomplish any good achievement for the benefit of all Orange Volcanoes. The quality of lives is what is key on this manifesto, and what is a cornerstone of this team's plan for Orange Walk Town. Improving your lives. That's what we are here for.
You know, I like this section that says, expand the events hosted at the House of Culture to include a weekly display of local art and talent.
That's right.
We have talent in Orange Walk. We
A
need
lot.
to see
We do.
more of
A
this. And, you know, by the leadership of Philip de la Fuente, promote more this, because I know I met a lot of youngsters, a guy from San Jose that did a show here at the Kid Farmers Association, a dance, that he performed the best, but that guy just went off the map. What happened? It's
Yes,
not promoted. There's no leadership behind
you
it.
don't get the
but these
support.
people have it.
You don't get the support.
That's right.
Yeah.
And this people like that will have the support. On
Culture,
the
man. Culture. We do have to.
And to
revive our culture.
To carry on here, we will be working hand in hand with the private sector to form a municipal football team. How long we out of a semi-pro team?
Boys.
How long?
It's almost more than 10 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
We need to get that back.
We need to get people
definitely get
interested in the football, in the sport, for start from scratch and organize.
Right.
You know,
Bring
search for the proper talent.
Bring back the Mayor's Cup, right, in softball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyhow, these are some of the issues. But at the same time, you have something that has to do with, investing in the human resource area of our town, like scholarships.
Yeah.
Yes. Maybe let's take this call and then we'll discuss this with the company. Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Can I go on the line, please?
Yes, we are. You're in the air, on the air.
Okay then. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mr. Philip.
Good morning. Good morning.
I just be calling because I gotta leave you problem right here at back by the hospital, the park.
Yeah, tell us.
You, when you may visit us, I may want to tell you about it, but I know you may kind of leave more busy, I would appreciate if you could have put some lights back here because we got a lot of children will play at the park.
Are you talking about the park right behind the Dr. Correa's clinic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because
we
only that we got the principal of Bishop Martin. For him drain there right into the park, and if you pass any time on any day, you will see that the water was set in the park is very stink, very bushy and everything. And they got some people who live right in the same the park land. Then now the people will destroy up the park.
Okay.
And we have a lot of children who really like to play in the park, but then people then pack up the things and when the kids then.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for the call, man. And the lighting part is we are already looking into those kind of ideas because we have a lot of parks.
I know.
And we have two little lights.
I know.
Yeah.
We have two little lights. To leave it a light there at the park, that's why nobody want to go out at night.
Yeah, nobody. So, the thing is that we got a lot of people who want to play basketball and
exactly.
We don't have no lights right here.
Yeah.
That's a very good concern, Carter.
We will light it up for you.
Definitely.
Once you guys put us in office, that office where they're there to serve you guys. Putting up lights is a part of our responsibility, so that will be done.
To all the parks.
Yeah, and it would have good say if you would have put a bomb because I got some people who fly so.
Of course, we saw that as well when we were campaigning. We observed all the issues that we saw, and just like the mayor said, there are a lot of parks, but every park is important because people live around those parks, and Orange Walk Kenyans use those parks. So they are for your use, and we will look into your needs. Definitely, this team is for you. The UDP 7 team will guarantee that your quality of life will increase because your life, your livelihood, your family's livelihood is our concern.
Yes, because I got my kids and sometimes I carry them there, but sometimes, I live across and sometimes I want to leave them there, but I'm afraid because the vehicle will pass or,
Yeah.
And then we got some neighbors who have dogs, and it would be nice if they would have tied them dogs, because the dogs, they're not really bad at the kids, but then the thing is that they do the jobs and the park, and the kids then play right there,
Yes. Your neighbors did mention that they feel like they weren't really given the attention they deserved by the current town council. And if you give us that opportunity and your neighbors give us that opportunity, guaranteed the attention that Ocho Benke deserves will be delivered.
Yes.
You are a very beautiful part of the town, and we want to uplift that.
I call the mayor, but the mayor, he not really care about this side right here because it's not really important for me, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was good if you would just take a look and,
Yeah.
Definitely. You are on our list because, like we said, every single Orange Walk Kenyan is important to this team because we are Orange Walk Kenyans.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank you for the call.
Yes. And you know, I'd like to read this other section of the manifesto. It says, install proper lighting, bathrooms, locker rooms, and security booths to Stanley Field, Nature Park, San Lorenzo Park, and football field. I mean,
very
wonderful.
needed.
Again, those are necessary things so that people could have full access to the park.
Let's take this
Right.
Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning, good morning, Mr. Philip. Good morning, Mr. Sambala.
Good morning. Good morning.
You mentioned the issue that many youth on the streets, right? And you want to get them off the streets to be in sports. Very nice idea. But why are these youth out in the streets? Many of them are out there because of lack of education. They are out there because their parents couldn't pay their education and so forth. Now, many of these youths have talent, but nowadays, these youths want to be compensated for their talent. It's not just getting them out of the street and putting them into sports. It's compensating them for their talent. So the issue of getting them off the street is very good, but we must also compensate our youth because I go around because I love football and I love volleyball and I see the talent that they display out there. Man, if this government could only support our youth in their talent, I think there will be less youth in our street. There will be less youth involved in drugs, in criminal acts, and so forth. So I guess it's not just the act of taking them out of the streets, but also compensating them. For example, in the stadium, you could buy some balls for football, volleyball, basketball. There are some youth that don't have that money to buy their balls, go and play, and so forth. And maybe at the stadium, you could have some balls or so forth, lend them so they can go out there and play and get entertained. Yeah. So by the time they reach home, they are really tired, so they are really going to bed, so they won't be in the streets anymore. But the youth don't have that money, extra money to, and when they go look for a job, the first thing I tell them, do you have experience? No. Do you have an education? They didn't complete. So we must look onto these factors that bring the issue. Why are these youth out in the streets? And compensating for what they really are and for what they do and their talent that they have.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Carla.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing that very important point. And if you continue listening to the program as well, you'll note that we have a target for those issues as well. Because sports has a time, the game will end at some point in the day, but your lives continue, and we need to start looking after the youths at the end of the game. Your life is not a game. We need to look into your needs, and this manifesto, our practical plans, the plan for Orange Walk Town, will help you become a better Orange Walkeno, a better Belizeans for everyone.
Yeah,
Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
We need to develop that sport program.
Yes,
you know, because we again, like the Carla rightly said, you need to support them. You need to help them develop their talent, so that hopefully they could get a job with the talent what they have and make their own money.
We also have the municipal marching band.
Right.
If you help them to develop their talent, they could make money off it.
Yes.
You know.
Tell us about the municipal marching band.
Okay, well, all over in Orange Walk, we have very talented musicians. They're not being exposed. They're not given the exposure that they deserve. All over the groups, you have different sects of different bands who always display very, very good talent. A time must come that we must amalgamate all our talented musicians and display a united front to represent Orange Walk Town. We see that in the future of Orange Walk Town. We need that in the future of Orange Walk Town, because Orange Walkenos are a people who love to display their talent. We are very educated. We are very talented. We have the poise. We have the precision. We have the talent. We have the patience to develop our skills and our craft. Orange Walkenos, you deserve much more. Your UDP 7 team will deliver that for you, because under a UDP government and a UDP town council, the accomplishments that can be made is limitless.
Well, guys, you've heard Jose come here, and then Mr. Derek Sambula.
I would like to go back to the previous Carla, right?
Right, Mr.
True what he said, but that is one of the reasons why we have here on the manifesto we will be working hand in hand with the Sports Council. You see? So what he said is right.
Central government.
So hand in hand, we'll work with the Sports Council to uplift the sporting facilities that are around town. So down the stretch, we will look into the possibility of giving them.
We do not want to reinvent the wheel.
No.
We already have our sports council.
Right.
We already have like the People's Stadium and the different areas, the recreational areas that need to be improved on and assisted. So when we talk about sports and things, we could go and talk with the people from the People's Stadium, the organizers there, and see how we could more than likely improve the sporting activities at those areas.
Right, and finally, one more issue that I found here on the manifesto is the building of a scholarship fund and also the organization and promotion of mobile municipal health clinics throughout the year to extend to the reach of the healthcare system to more of our citizens. This is important. We were just discussing the other day about one of the counselors had some skills in being a paramedic.
All right.
And we found that when there was a lady that was supposed to be childbearing, that there was no one to help. Now, these things, people do suffer, but whilst you guys look into this, I believe it's the cry of the Orange Rock people to you to help them in this aspect. And that's why you guys have come up with something like that, which is wonderful.
Getting to the health system assistance again, we are already talking with somebody from an organization that is willing to adopt and I don't know if the right word is create, but the Gadeli Health Center out there by Louisiana School.
Yes, still there.
This organization, they are ready and they are willing to take over the little building, improve it so that people could go there for medical services. So again, we do not have to reinvent the wheel and do everything. We will assist where we can. This organization already they do something. We will work along with them to make their job easier, our job easier. But the benefit is for the community, So that is for health. We already have sports. We will assist. We will work along with the organization for the sports to make it better.
Well, and this is the team that is, today launching its manifesto, Improving Lives. So on March 7th, please get up early and go cast your ballot for these talented counselors that are vying for a position to improve your lives. Orange Rockeños, here is the team. So guys, I don't know if you have any other thing else to add.
Well, I would just like to finish with a smiley message, amigos, make a try tag me Spanish now. Amigos oaxaqueños, el 7 de marzo es el día que usted puede decidir si usted quiere el desarrollo para el municipio o si quiere seguir con el mismo que tenemos ahorita. Pero nosotros del UDP 7 estamos pidiendo su apoyo para poder ayudar a usted, ayudar al municipio para el desarrollo que todos merecemos. El 7 de marzo te estamos pidiendo ese apoyo, ese voto de confianza. Muchas gracias.
Gracias, muchísimas gracias a todos ustedes. Thank you very much, guys. And I guess the continuation of this launch, the more down-to-earth of everything that is in this manifesto will continue as time goes by before this election on March 7th. So there are a lot of things that perhaps were not touched, but will be touched as we go along. So we ask you to tune in to Sugar City Morning Show every morning so that you get more facts about what these people intend to do once elected. Well, we have a Baha coming this morning with us. So after this break, we'll be coming back with these guys to discuss issues concerning rabies. So we'll be right back after these commercial messages.
motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una.
Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el
¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
My name is Armando Adolfo Osser, better known as Chile. I was born here in Orange Walk Tong. I am the sixth of 8 children from the union of Herman and Delfina Rosita Osser. My dad, who was known to everyone as Chile, worked at the Public Works Department for many years. I am proud to be one of the first graduating class of Technical High, after which I was employed at BL for 10 years. I am currently employed at Belcogen, where I have been for the past 10 years. I am married and have 3 lovely children. They are the most important thing in my life, and my fondest memories are those of my children growing up. I am active in my community. Therefore, I have decided to serve this town as a UDP councillor. I had a happy, normal, and exciting and adventurous childhood. You see, I believe that our children and their children can also enjoy an Orange Walk like the one I grew up in. This UDP team can make Orange Walk better for everyone. So on March 7th, come out and place your X on the red. Vote UDP 7.
We voted for Jesha, we voted for Jose, we voted for Derek, we voted for Armando, we voted for Yara, we voted for Evan. Vote UDP 7. Orange Walk, change for progress, change is coming. Break the grandpa, break the sister, break the brother.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Punta Gorda Town now has a modern multi-purpose sporting facility thanks to the government of Belize. The brand new complex is double the size of the prior venue, and some of the features include a FIBA certified wooden court with padding underneath, seating capacity for 1,000, changing rooms, locker rooms, and offices. This $3.4 million investment in the town of Punta Gorda is being heralded by the residents of PG.
I feel very excited because this is first time a port like this is built in PG.
This is a big achievement for the town because we have a lot of the youths there where they come out and want to play ball the same way. And this just a put up on another level.
A lot of youths that can't even wait to play on the new court because it's so official and it's something new to PG, you know, in a whole.
I have to thank the government of Belize because then they look out for PG, you know.
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Hey, Jenna, remind me to buy credit when we leave here.
Again? Geez.
I need to buy data.
You really should just sign up for the data basic plans from Digicel. It's perfect for data lovers like you.
What's that? Because I don't want to change my number.
Keep your number. All you're doing is just paying once a month for data allowance. That way you get way more data than buying day to day, and you pay less than what you're always spending on clothes. Just select a plan that suits your budget. They're as low as $24.99.
Are you serious?
Yes, there are even larger plans that families can share the data.
I like the sound of that. You can look now.
Digicel prepaid customers, come into any Digicel office and ask about a data basic plan that is right for you. The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Every day when my daddy gets up to go to work,
He says this is for me to have a better life. But I say, Daddy, we have a better life. Mommy don't have to leave home to wash my clothes anymore. We don't have to go all the way to a pump and back home to wash every bucket. No, Mommy just have to turn on the pipe and wash up and make we bathe as long as we want. Even the school teacher make we wash we hand the pipe instead of a nasty bucket like before. See, Daddy, life is better with water than life.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Welcome back to Sugar City Morning Show. I changed my hat this morning. Now we're talking to two excellent veterinarians that work at Baja. We have the Director of Animal Health Services for Baja, Dr. Miguel De Paz, here on my left. And to the extreme of the table, we also have Dr. Myers. Dr. Myers is the District Veterinary Officer for Orange Walk and Corozal, and he's also the drugs registrar of the country of Belize. Today we're here to discuss a very important subject, which is rabies. Rabies is a zoonotic disease, and I'm sure that Dr. De Paz would be more than happy to explain to us what exactly is rabies and how is it that it's a zoonotic disease. Doc?
Pleasant good morning, everybody, all the people from Orange Walk and entire country of Belize. Yeah, we're here today to speak about rabies. This is a disease that is really affecting our cattle farmers. And the disease has even jumped to other species, horses, sheep, and even buffalo. The disease is caused by a virus, as you know, and it can even affect humans. It can affect all warm-blooded animals. It's very important that we control this disease. Many farmers are losing hundreds of livestock. And the thing about this disease is that the farmer can vaccinate to prevent the disease.
It's a preventable disease.
It's a preventable disease. There's a vaccine to prevent the disease. But that's not the only weapon to control the disease. We have to find out what is causing the disease. And Baja has identified the culprit to be the vampire bat. We have characterized the virus, and we know that it's a virus that comes from the vampire bat. So it is also important that we do have a vampire bat control program. We trap the bats, and we try to eliminate some of them. It's a almost impossible mission, but it contributes to the control of the disease. So Baja is actively doing bat trappings in all areas of the country, down south, west, up north.
The outbreak is all over the country.
The outbreak, we have identified the outbreak to be in 4 of the 6 districts. So namely Toledo, Cayo, Orange Walk, and Corozal, and mostly livestock. We have gotten 26 positive cases in the year 2016 and 58 positive cases in the year 2017. Now, this is only a fraction of what is out there. You can imagine we are not getting all the cases. Some farmers are failing to report all the cases. And many a times, because of the constraint in resources, we would not be able to attend to a farmer, but we know that rabies is there, and probably that number that does not get counted, so to speak. So to tell you the number is very high. It's more than what we have documented.
Okay, you guys had been here before also explaining this about rabies, but this time, what is happening? Is the number increasing, or the people are failing to?
As I said, we had lesser positive cases in 2016, and we've seen a rise in 2017. But it could be due to different factors. Maybe the people are now reporting more. Maybe they reported more in 2017. But also it could be that it could be the vampire bats. There are more vampire bats due to reasons, deforestation, for example.
Yes.
The vampire bats are not feeding on the wildlife and now have the cattle as an easy target, and therefore they are infecting the cattle. We must realize that it can affect all warm-blooded animals, including humans. So there's an important aspect there, because it can affect a human life. There's not a value to it. We have not had a case since 1989. In 1989, there were 3 cases reported in humans in 1989. So we involved the Ministry of Health in trying to control this disease, because it can affect humans, as we said. So whenever we have a positive, we notify Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health comes in and make an assessment of the individual that was exposed or not exposed, and they categorize whether that person should get a prophylactic treatment.
Okay.
Rabies is a fragile virus. It's a fragile virus. Nevertheless, if it gets into the body and gets into the nervous system, it's 100% mortality.
Yeah.
But it's fragile. So when a person gets a bite, you should immediately wash that wound, and you reduce the chances by 90% just by a simple soap and water wash. But you want to make sure that that 100% protection is there, so you need that treatment from the Ministry of Health to take that 90% to 100%. I will ask Dr. Myers to intervene at this juncture.
Tell us about the vaccination of animals, the availability of vaccines, and what is it, the calendar that farmers need to carry out so that they get into these groups to try to prevent this from happening, because they've lost animals, and it's dangerous to them.
A pleasant good morning to one and all. Thank you for hosting us, Dr. Novello. And it's always good to use the media to our benefit to relay any important messages. As the vet drug registrar in Baja, we have facilitated the registration and importation of good vaccines, so to speak. Presently, there are 4 different brands available, and they are sold for less than $2 per dose, per animal. We have noted, or we emphasize, that the main instruction to follow is that which the manufacturer recommends, because they've done a lot of tests. It's all scientifically proven, so you basically go by the manufacturer's recommendation. And there may be other particularities depending on the situation. But of paramount concern is that we've noticed that most farmers who are being affected are either not vaccinating or vaccinating too late and then expecting a beneficial outcome. As you know, with almost any vaccines, it takes approximately 10 to 14 days to begin to have effect. And if given the incubation period of the virus, which may be from 2 months to up to years, the disease may be already there lingering and not showing. So vaccination will not have an effect in that respect or that regard.
Do you have any advice concerning the temperatures, the use of these vaccines with temperatures? I mean, the cold chain.
Yeah.
To tell farmers about this, because I've had a farm in going to San Esteban that they vaccinated for the virus, but then after a few months it still started coming back, and then we realized, I sat down with the farmer, realized that the cold chain was not respected. I think it's something very important, because farmers are doing their own vaccinations. Maybe you should explain a little bit about how important this is.
True. In fact, we've issued, as Baja, we've issued 2 advisories so far. And we've been harping and emphasizing the importance of cold chain, which for most vaccines is between 4 to 6 degrees Celsius. Again, manufacturers able. As you rightly mentioned, apart from the fact that farmers are vaccinating and still experiencing problems, we also find that when farmers are interviewed, they cannot present evidence or proof that they've actually vaccinated. It's all hearsay. Well, not all hearsay, it's some hearsay, and many times the farmer's statement differs greatly from the man on the ground, who would be the cattleman or the worker.
Stockman.
Yeah, who knows the reality. And as you rightly said, we've also visited farms where, in fact, let's start with the distributors, with those that are authorized to sell the vaccines. Many times we've seen vaccines being sold in a plastic bag with a piece of ice.
Let's take this call. Excuse me. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Please speak to Rahim.
I'm sorry, I think you need to call him on his phone. Thank you. Yes, sir. So continuing with this issue about farmers, but then the underlying fact, we've had rabies throughout this period of time. Education, you guys have been harping, all this information to the public. What is it that we need to do? Is there anything within your line of work that we need to do to get everybody into this? Because this, although it affects some farmers, but sometimes farmers, they see one or two animals and they know thousands of dollars are going down the drain.
Yeah.
But they have other priorities themselves.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the reasons why we are here.
Okay.
Education is important. Public awareness is important. Like I said, the disease is 100% preventable. The farmer can vaccinate now. The vaccine has to have a take on the animal. The animal needs to elicit an immune response to have that protection. So just by injecting the animal is probably not being immunized because of different factors. They're losing the cold chain and what have you. So we need to educate farmers to do the things right and get all the farmers to do vaccination 100%. If you have a herd of 100 animals and you vaccinate 99, that one animal that did not get vaccinated is susceptible. That animal can get rabies from a bat bite. But that animal that you vaccinated, there's a stop to the disease there. That's a dead end for that animal. That animal will not get rabies if the vaccine had a take. So vaccination is important, and I guess that is one of the reasons we're here. We're emphasizing that point that farmers should vaccinate their cattle. We have noted that after the massive vaccination that we're still having positive cases, but it's positive in the younger animals that were not vaccinated. Okay. or the take was not, the animal did not elicit an immune response to properly defend itself.
And then precisely that's why we would like to discuss the vaccination calendar, because this is something new to many farmers. They used to know about blackleg.
That's
but
correct.
in fact, even blackleg, many of them just
That's
decided
correct.
that they will stop.
Yeah, I've been working with the veterinary services from 1984. So it's been a while I'm doing this work, and never had I seen this increase of rabies cases. It has always been 5% of a herd that would be affected, but now it's much more. And like I said, the bat population has probably increased, or there's not much wild animals for them to feed on, and now they're feeding on the cattle. People must be careful. People living out in farms, babies, a human sleeping at night under a thatch house could easily get bitten by a vampire bat. And the danger lies there. So we want to educate people. Maybe from here, our next talk would probably be at schools, to educate the public in general.
But what is it? What's causing this? I mean, is there something to do with the environment? Are we changing the goalposts of the environment?
Well, like I said, deforestation is probably contributing largely to this increase of cases. The vampire bat feeding on the animals, I strongly believe that it's not an animal-to-animal transmission in terms of cow-to-cow per se, but rather from a vampire bat to a cow. So the vampire bat is a serious variable in this whole equation.
So actually, I tell you what do farmers need to do? Like, for example, if they haven't had a case of this, they vaccinate. When they need to revaccinate again?
Well, I will ask Dr. Maz to speak on that on a vaccination calendar.
Well, in a broader sense, there are two types of vaccines: the dead and the live, basically. And the disadvantage is that the dead virus is basically recommended when in time of peace, like previously, as Dr. De Paz mentioned, when the cases were to a minimum. In this instance, when we are at war with rabies, then the live virus, because what happened, it elicits a quick response. Quick response, but it's not it's not durable.
Okay.
So one of the recommended protocol has been that you vaccinate with the live virus, and at 2 months' time you go with the dead virus. So you get a quick response and a long response at the same time. And that's like the main protocol for our situation.
Sources of vaccines, anywhere?
Yes, we've had several importers registered. We've had Reimers, we've had Western Feed, we've had the BLPA, who provides vaccines at a subsidized cost, and we also have Whips Feed Mill in Shipyard. So we have basically 4 registered importers of rabies vaccine.
Well, I guess that is very important, because farmers who have not vaccinated, they know where to get the vaccines and get their animals ready, get them immunized, and to prevent this terrible disease. It's a zoonotic disease, like how Dr. De Paz mentioned, and we're not happy when we have it in our midst. We'll take a commercial break, and we'll be right back after these messages to continue discussing the rabies outbreak in the country of Belize, specifically right now in Orange Walk and Corazon. We'll be right back.
I am Jose Antonio Cocom, son of Jose Cocom and Maria Michelle Trejo. The eldest of 3 brothers, my childhood was greatly influenced by my grandparents, Mr. Cecilio Trejo, better known by his brothers at BSI as Pulga, and Miss Maria Trejo. I can clearly recall standing in my front yard, waiting for that big green BSI bus to pull up at my childhood home on number 5 Punta Gorda Street, in the heart of Uniontown. Taking the rounds with my grandfather was indeed one of the highlights of my childhood. The time spent with him instilled in me the satisfaction and reward of hard work, as he was well known to be a man of the soil, and in short, I understood that if you don't plant, you can't harvest. Indeed, a lesson in life. I currently hold an associate's degree in biology and chemistry, which enabled me to become a proud 3rd-generation employee as a process technician at ASR BSI, where I have been employed for the past 6 years. The driving force behind my decision to become a town councillor has been influenced by an essential need that I have realized has been lacking in our community. There is a high demand for capacity building and skills development training amongst our youths wishing to enter the workforce. Ever in a productive mindset, I'm constantly monitoring the essential industries that have yet to be fully developed and utilized here in our municipality. The need for coordination and development of the Orange Walk Town tourism product for both local and international tourists is long overdue. I intend to apply my skills and experience in quality systems management to assist the industry to become as competitive as any other location in our country. With the strength, skills, and unity this team has under the guidance of a proven, dedicated, and hard-working leader, we will transform Orange Walk Town into the modern municipality of the future, one citizen at a time. On March 7th, go out to the polls and place your X on the red. Vote UDP 7.
We voted for Philip, we voted for Jesha, we voted for Jose, we voted for Derek, we voted for Armando, we voted for Yara, we voted for Evan. Vote UDP 7. Orange Walk, change for progress, change is coming.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. We're discussing rabies with people from Baja, highly trained veterinarians from Baja. Estamos discutiendo un aspecto de un problema en ganadería y los animales domésticos. Estamos platicando sobre rabia, la enfermedad que le afecta a animales, todos los animales de sangre caliente y también a los humanos. Tenemos dos expertos acá, al doctor Miguel de Paz, el director de salud animal de Baja, y al doctor Myers, que está encargado de Orange Walk y Corozal para servicios veterinarios, y él es el registrador de productos veterinarios a este país. Estamos discutiendo rabia y cómo es que ustedes pueden beneficiar de, digamos, algo de su conocimiento de este personal. Doctor de Paz, habíamos discutido rabia, pero a la vez estamos usted mencionando cómo es que ha llegado este brote a este nivel. Comenzó, digamos, en 2016, incrementa los números de casos y quisiéramos que eso se contenga porque es una amenaza a la salud animal, a la salud humana.
Como habíamos dicho, el humano corre riesgo de infectarse, pero quiero hacer hincapié en el punto de que una persona que consume carne no se puede contagiar, infectarse con el virus. Al comer una carne no se puede. Al tomar leche de la vaca lechera no es la forma en cómo se transmite la enfermedad. Sin embargo, Baja tiene inspectores en los rastros en donde hay inspección. Cuando se sospecha que un animal está infectado con rabia, ese animal no va a entrar en la cadena de la
matanza.
En la cadena de la matanza no va a entrar ese animal se desecha. Digamos, en donde no hay inspección, donde no existe inspección, la gente corre riesgo. La gente que manipula el animal se puede infectarse porque va a estar contagiándose con la saliva del animal. Cuando se corta el animal, se expone al sistema nervioso en donde se encuentra el virus. Entonces, ese tipo de persona se expone donde no hay inspección y ese animal entra en la cadena. Entonces, ahí hay riesgo.
Entonces, ¿qué le recomendaría a todos los agricultores cuando sospechan de un animal que está infectado con el virus de la rabia? Eliminarlo.
Ese animal hay que notificar a Baja.
Okay.
Hay que notificar a Baja. Baja va a hacer la investigación. Si Baja sospecha que ese animal tiene rabia, no va a entrar en la cadena alimentaria y se va a tomar una muestra. Se va a tomar el cerebro y se va a enviar al laboratorio para una diagnosis. Pero ese animal no puede consumirse.
Okay. Entonces se recomienda desechar, quemar.
Se recomienda notificar a Baja para que Baja haga la decisión.
Okay.
Porque no todos los animales que son animales caídas están sufriendo de rabia. Entonces, la inspección por los inspectores de Baja es muy importante. Es muy importante esa actividad de inspección.
Ok, pues es de suma importancia la notificación para también tener los consejos veterinarios para poder eliminar este problema, ¿no? Pero a la vez estábamos discutiendo también el calendario de vacunación. Doctor Myers, para esa gente que nos vea, digamos, en Corozal, Orange y todo el país, el calendario de vacunación para poder prevenir este problema o para combatir el problema? Tal vez nos puede decir en español.
Buenos días. Es muy importante hacer caso o seguir los consejos del elaborador de las vacunas, que según experimentos o ejercicios científicos han determinado todos los renglones. Ahora, en nuestra realidad, digamos de cierta manera que estamos en guerra con la rabia. Así que el esquema mejor recomendado es que se vacune anteriormente con un virus vivo y a los 2 meses se repite con un virus muerto. Esto es sencillamente porque el virus vivo comienza o emprende una reacción rápida, pero no es duradera. Entonces, al repetir la vacunación los 2 meses, se prolonga más la actividad y el animal requiere los anticuerpos que son para la protección contra la enfermedad.
Let's talk about the people that are highly at risk, Dr. De Paz. We have, veterinarians, stockmen, lab technicians, and all these. What advice do you have for them?
Yeah, as I just mentioned a couple of minutes ago about the people that do slaughtering of animals, so we call that an occupational risk. These people become exposed to saliva and the central nervous system of the animal. So those are the people that are risk. The people that consume meat and drink milk, minimal risk. However, we have the veterinarians that do the extraction of the brain to make a diagnosis, so they are at high risk. The people at the laboratory handling the brain, handling the sample, those are high-risk people also. I think that's the highest risk, the laboratory technicians. So we work very closely with the Ministry of Health for these people to have received prophylactic treatment. They would get shots. If it's the first time they would be getting shots, it's a series of shots. And then every year they would get a booster to bring up the titers. And if there's no way of checking titers, then every 1 to 3 years they give boosters. But if you have a system in place in which you evaluate the people titers, then you would know whether to give a prophylactic treatment or not. 0.5 international unit, a person is well protected. So us at Baja, for example, we test our titers, and we get lots of support from the Ministry of Health in providing the vaccine whenever we need them, or people that would be assisting in the veterinary work, veterinary field of work, for example, the people doing cattle sweep. They have direct contact with the animals, and we also put them on a preventative protocol. So the people that are in close contact with animals are the high-risk technical people, and even a farmer that is handling a suspect case, the Ministry of Health would do the evaluation and determine whether that person needs treatment. People living out in farms and are very close to bats or where bats have access to them, those are high-risk people too. So we want the public in general to know that children out in the villages, out in the open, sleeping at night, and they would be under a thatch that is
Camping.
open. That's, camping. People that goes to cave, those are the people that are at a higher risk. It's important that when a person becomes exposed, like I said before, that they would wash that wound. The highest risk is a bite from an infected animal, because the virus can be found in high concentration in the saliva. The virus finds its way from if you get bitten by a rabid animal, the virus finds its way through the peripheral nerves and then the central nervous system up to the brains. And then from the brain, it goes to the salivary glands, and so in the saliva, there's high concentration of that virus. So when you get bitten by a rabid animal, please wash that bite and inform the authorities, Baja, and the Ministry of Health.
From bite to actual, signs of rabies in a human, what's the What's the period, the incubating period?
An infected animal with rabies could be eliminating the virus 6 days prior to showing signs. So a dog, for example, that we think is healthy could be shedding the virus 6 days before showing signs. And once that animal shows rabid signs, then you would have death between 10 and 15 days. So it's very important to have that animal under observation for that period to make a determination whether it's rabid or not, because the rabies is 100% lethal. So the animal would die. So if I answer your question, it's 6 days before you have shedding of the virus, and within 15 days that animal would die. Nevertheless, an animal could bite a person, and for that person to show the first signs could take up to, there has been cases of 4 years. So as long as 4 years the incubation period can be. So it's a long incubation period.
It also,
and at times only 2 weeks.
Yes.
It also depends on the site where you're bitten. The further away from the head or the brain, the longer the infection process.
Okay, so we have this aspect about, but then would be it good to also, you guys work in connection with public health. Now the worst thing that can happen to all is that we have the outbreak also on the canine population, dogs, which are closer to humans. Is there anything in line with public health that maybe you might know that they will perhaps do a campaign on vaccination?
We have been involved with the Ministry of Health several times, in which our officers participate in vaccinating dogs along with the Ministry of Health. But I must say that at this time we're more focused with cattle because the outbreak is in cattle.
Okay.
Nevertheless, I'm sure that the Ministry of Health is still doing their routine rabies vaccination campaign. The virus, I must say, rabies virus, that virus in a cattle is an incidental virus. That virus is more adapted to dogs. So the virus, when it affects a dog, you would see the nervous clinical signs in a dog, characteristic of what we know as rabies. Unlike in cattle, you would have the paralytic version of rabies. That animal would become a downer animal. We call it, in Spanish we call it rabia paralytica, because the animal becomes a downer, and few times you would have that aggressive behavior. But the virus is more adapted to dogs, so you get that characteristic nervous signs in dogs.
All right, so your major underlying advice to farmers and to the general public and that?
We have an outbreak and we want to control it. Let's think how we can control the outbreak. The measures to do is vampire bat trapping and vaccination. Let's put emphasis on those two things. It will be difficult to reduce the number of vampire bats by doing trapping. So it's a lesser what can I say, strategy. It's not as effective as if we vaccinate all cattle. So I really want to put emphasis on the vaccination because it's 100% preventable. So I ask that all farmers vaccinate all their cattle.
We have a picture of a postmortem being done on an animal. I think it's coming up on the screen. It's the extent of the work that has to be done on the diagnosis of rabies and how you guys can come in contact with the animal that is already has the disease on it. No, this picture was taken I think here in Belize, and it's personal I think from Baja that was carrying this out. It's very important and it's commendable that we have the personnel on top of this disease, which is serious. It not only affects the financial and economic aspect of the country, but also it's a health hazard. And I do commend Baja for being able to have the technicians to be able to do that. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we do respond to all the notification within our possibilities. And as mentioned earlier, we responded on even on Sundays, weekends, and we've also had animals exhumed that have come up positive. To emphasize what Dr. Depaz said, the only way you could confirm rabies is through laboratory diagnosis. And even sometimes you can have other diseases concurrently with rabies. You have a lot of cases of black leg together with rabies, no? So it's important to get a sample, a proper sample, and then submit to the lab. We have the protocols which determine the time frame. And what you see here is also what you call a joint or a three-prong effort, in that we also had the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Agriculture in what we call the One Health approach. And this particular animal had to be put down because the signs were compelling, and we euthanized it safely and submitted the sample, and of course it came back within 3 days to be positive. And so we capitalize on the limited resources by having the other entities or departments there and the follow-up activities.
Very well. I think we're almost coming to the end of this. I don't know if you want to give your parting shots, or what is it, the underlying fact that, you want to tell the general public. I'm sure that vaccination is high on the list, but is there any way that they can, do you guys organize campaigns to vaccinate, or it's just on a request? Yeah. You do that, or?
All right. As it relates to pets, we have vaccinated the pets in infected areas in the north, which is Orange Walk and Corozal. And we've offered our services to farmers. And we've also done evaluation of vaccination processes whereby we have determined some of the flaws. Cold chain is one to be mentioned, and that includes the actual freezing and thawing of the vaccine, and or using the syringe for multiple doses, etc. You name it. And these have been corrected. We've seen an improvement in certain areas. What we've been doing in conjunction with the Ministry of Agriculture is that we're actually participating in vaccination, especially in the recent outbreak area. And any advice farmers may need, we're open and willing. All
right, I got myself a text here. This person is telling me, apparently, they don't know much about the vaccination process. If the same amount of rabies, the dose that is given to cattle is the same dose given to sheep. Well, in blackleg, it's different.
In blackleg, it's 5 and 10, 5 for you. Okay. All the vaccines, all the registered vaccines in Belize is for 2 mLs. There's a dose of 2 mLs per animal. And we've made sure that one of the vaccines actually, for economic purposes and feasibility, actually takes care of cattle, horses, sheep, goat, and pigs. So the main livestock, one vaccine can do 5 of these species.
Very well. Well, I guess we come to the end of this. We were talking to Dr. Myers, the District Veterinary Officer and the National Drugs Register, and Dr. Miguel De Paz, the Animal Health Director. Doc, anything else?
To let the public in general know that Baja is, we're distributed all over the country. We have offices all over the country, so farmers in any part of Belize can make a report, a notification to one of our offices, so that we may respond to that notification.
Any telephone numbers or anything like that?
824-4899 is the number in Central Farm, the main office. And Dr. Myers?
It's 302-1388. And since I've received most of the calls on my cell phone, I repeat the number, which is 601-6890. Most of the calls are on weekends or at night.
Very well, gentlemen, Belizeans, I think we've exhausted the theme, the subject, rabies. Do remember that it's a communicable disease. It's something that it's a zoonosis. It affects humans, but it also affects warm-blooded animals. And on this note, we're going to thank Dr. Miguel De Paz and Dr. Myers for their time and the effort they made to come to our studios to continue educating our Belizean public on this disease. We need to clamp it down and get a hold of it, control it. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Nice to have you. Have a nice day. And with this, on this note, we will be closing down our program. We will be back tomorrow again with another edition of Sugar City Morning Show. We'll be back. We're gone.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Amen.
Sugar City Morning Show.